In a shocking turn of events that reads like a Hollywood thriller, an alleged assassination plot against former President Donald Trump was thwarted today. As Trump prepared to visit the southern border in Arizona, authorities launched a manhunt for the 66-year-old Ronald Lee Syrvud, a registered sex offender suspected of planning to shoot the former president. Now, this is not just a close call, folks. It's a reminder of the very real dangers facing those who dare to challenge the status quo. Now, check this out. Are you listening? As we witness these attempts on President Trump's life, it's clear that our world is becoming increasingly unstable. And just like Trump, you need to protect yourself and your family, and that's where Global Gold Investments comes in. With gold prices skyrocketing past $2,400 an ounce, now is the time to secure your financial future. Don't wait for the next crisis to hit. Call 888-700-4148 for a free portfolio analysis and the 2024 Insure Your Money Wealth Preservation Guide. Mention Next News for VIP treatment. Your future self will thank you. Now, let's get into this. This is, we were worried that another attempt would happen. We watched the different plane malfunctions with Trump Force 1 and, of course, Vance's Trump Force 2. And, of course, what happened in Pennsylvania in Butler, that was a close call. But now this all unfolded today, an urgent manhunt for Arizona suspect who threatened to shoot Trump during his border visit. Urgent manhunt for Arizona suspect threatened to shoot Trump visiting the border today. Arizona authorities have launched an urgent manhunt for a suspect who allegedly threatened to shoot Donald Trump during a trip to the border. And now we're learning also, not just this moment, but something happened in North Carolina just yesterday. This is all coming to light. So it looks like there was also an attempt in North Carolina. We're going to get to the bottom of that. And, of course, Donald Trump's reaction. A manhunt underway for a man threatening to kill President Trump during his visit to the border. Authorities searching for a 66-year-old Ronald Lee Syrvud, who's believed to be in Cochise County where Trump is visiting. Now, Donald Trump was actually asked about this manhunt. And listen to him.
Also have a job to do.
There was a manhunt going on in this county. Somebody made death threats to you. Did you hear about that before coming?
No.
And what are your thoughts coming down here? Some people told me it's dangerous for you to be here.
I've heard it's dangerous, but I also have a job to do. I heard it's very dangerous. I haven't heard about that. They probably want to keep it from me. Thank you for telling me. Let's get out of here right now. No, thank you very much.
So they kept it from him. There was a manhunt underway. They didn't even tell him.
Just saying, but no, and I have great respect for Secret Service, the job they do, including a month and a half ago when they were jumping on top of me with bullets flying right at them. So mistakes were made, and they're going to learn from the mistakes, but I have great respect. But no, I haven't heard that, but I'm not that surprised. And the reason is because I want to do things that are very bad for the bad guys. Mm-hmm. So I have heard it's very unsafe to make this trip. There were some people that really didn't want me to make it. Yeah.
So he made the trip regardless of what happened. Now, we're learning here Donald Trump was just forced to end an interview early due to the threat of another assassination attempt. Now, this is all what just happened on the scene. We've also, Andy No has uncovered the social media accounts of this lunatic. We'll get into that in a second, and then we'll go back and take a look what happened yesterday in North Carolina. But first, here is Libby Dean posting that Trump cuts the interview with News Nation, Ali Bradley TV, citing safety concerns. Listen.
Obviously, in this area, obviously an assassin tried to kill you.
Yeah,
the sheriff's
Can
right
I tell
now,
you something?
Sure.
We're in danger standing here talking, so let's not talk any longer. No, I know about it. But they don't want me standing here. They don't want you standing here either. Have a good time. Thank you very much.
They don't want me standing here. Donald Trump, this is from News Nation. 3 hours ago, Donald Trump abruptly ended an exclusive interview with News Nation on Thursday when a security detail alerted the former president and Republican nominee that he would not be safe continuing the interview, stating that we are in danger. Trump rushed away by Secret Service during an interview. And we have this violent rhetoric to thank. We have Nancy Pelosi comparing defeating President Trump to America going to war against the British and Confederacy. Carrie Bone on X basically stating that Pelosi just gives the okay to assassinate Trump. Listen to this.
Nation. We have to defeat a person who is a threat to our democracy of the kind that we have not seen. At the beginning of our country, Thomas Paine said that times have found us. Declare war, establish a new nation. Abraham Lincoln took up that charge to keep our country together years later, decades later, and now the times have found us to save our democracy. That is what we are here to do.
That is what we're here to do, folks. That's what we're here to do. Save our democracy from the evil Donald Trump. It's this very rhetoric that inspires people to act out violently against President Trump. Now, we can take a look at some of the social media posts, and found the X account belonging to the sex offender at the center of the manhunt in Arizona over alleged plans to assassinate Trump using the known alias Rudy Lee. He often posted on X about his dislike of Trump and the political right. Here he is. This is his sex offender registry listing, and he has dozens of aliases. Here is his X account. You repost, just keep drinking your Donnie Jim Jones Trump Kool-Aid. This guy definitely hates Trump. Not my president. Posting this meme. Keep drinking your radical right-wing orange Kool-Aid. That was just a few of the posts that Andy No had uncovered. Also, the Facebook alias account of the Arizona man wanted by law enforcement for the threat to Trump. Here is some of his posting. You can see some of the imagery talking about, here's where he is, talking about going to Arizona. Trump is going through here tomorrow and going to Naco, Arizona, to the port of entry here in port of entry to Mexico. There's a bar right there called Gay 90s. No, it's not a gay bar. Dawn and I will be there early. I bought a scope for my .44 revolver. Unlike the dweeb that missed, I won't. Maybe I'm joking, or am I? Wink, wink. So this is what he posted just about 21 hours ago. And here he says that the shooting was rigged. And he also says that he gives the shooter an A for effort. Would have gotten an A+ if he succeeded. By the way, the kid was a registered Republican. Gotta love it. So this is some of the rhetoric that he posted on Facebook, on X as well. And here's something interesting. This is what we're also learning about what happened in North Carolina. Now listen to this. There were arrests made in North Carolina, and the media was dead silent on it. Where's the post? Here it is. Here it is.
At least one arrest. It was about an hour after the rally concluded here. We looked over in the parking lot and saw this law enforcement presence, and then saw the law enforcement officials removing these weapons from the vehicle here, where at least one arrest was made. In terms of why they had the weapons here, if there was any motive or intention that was nefarious, we don't know that at this point. We're working to get more details, but it certainly underscores this concern of security that you've had, especially on today, the first rally since that assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, that was held in an outdoor venue like this.
So there you have it. North Carolina also experiencing something we're just learning about. But now we're learning that he was apprehended, captured, and arrested. Ronald Lee Syrvud, captured and arrested. So yesterday we were talking about the fact that RFK could soon be joining the Trump team, and there was concern that even more assassination attempts would amplify in the wake of that alliance. And we're learning now that Donald Trump will be speaking in Arizona tomorrow, and they have announced a special guest. They have not announced exactly who that guest will be. We can only guess that it will be Robert F. Kennedy. So Nancy Pelosi continuing to turn up the rhetoric, comparing Donald Trump to a criminal that deserves to be taken out. Donald Trump not being warned about this threat. But thankfully, they did, in fact, catch the suspect. So say a prayer. Say a prayer for Donald Trump. Say a prayer for this nation. May we can heal and we can move forward, and that these crazies will just stand down. But sadly, the crazies are sitting at the very top in Washington. People like Pelosi and Biden and Harris, all these people and their violent rhetoric are only contributing to this atmosphere of hatred, and it needs to stop. So we can now confirm that Ronald Syrvud, the man behind this chilling plot, has been apprehended by Cochise County Sheriff's deputies. But let's not breathe easy just yet. This arrest raises more questions than it answers. Why are these threats against Donald Trump intensifying, and what does it say about the state of our nation? One thing is certain. In these turbulent times, vigilance isn't just a virtue, it is a necessity. So stay tuned as this story continues to unfold, and say a prayer for Donald Trump.